Hey, welcome back to Oil Happy Day. We are continuing in our series for A to Z with oils. We're working on single oils, and today we're working on the oil basil. Hey guys, you know that I love showing you all the tips and how to use your oils effectively, but I want you to know that the statements that I make have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or ailment, and that these words and statements have come from my mouth, not doTERRA's. Want you to enjoy those oils and be empowered to use them. Just need you to know the disclaimer. So Basil Essential Oil is a fantastic oil. It's a very low price point, single essential oil. I use only doTERRA essential oils because of the purity. So you can take Basil Essential Oil and use it three ways. You can use it aromatically in your diffuser, you can place it on topically, and you can use this oil internally. And we're going to talk about ways to use all three. Basil is so calming, you guys. I love the smell of basil, and I grow basil in my garden for this exact reason. You can also use this oil in cooking, which I highly recommend. Just remember that you want to use just a tiny bit. Start with the toothpick method, which means that you put a drop in the bottom of a bowl if you want. You can put your toothpick in it and then swirl that around, or simply just take a toothpick and put it in the little orifice of the essential oil bottle, and then just get a little bit on there and swirl it around. So it's really good in any kind of Italian dish. I really enjoy this also with some olive oil, and then I can dip my bread right in it, okay? So that's a culinary use for basil, but you can take this internally. So again, I get all of the resources with how I share and use oils for myself and my family from three books: the Modern Essentials book, Essential Life book, and the Essential Emotions book. There will be links below. So let's talk about the top properties for the oil basil. Basil is a stimulant, it's a neurotonic, a steroid. It's basically a natural steroid, so it's steroidal in nature. It is a regenerative, antispasmodic, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and it's also really good for digestion. So we can find basil in a couple of different proprietary blends from doTERRA Essential Oil. The first is the Align blend, the Aroma Touch blend, which I am a very big fan of, and Past Tense, which is now in a 15 ml bottle because it's got wintergreen in there and it's great for pain and head tension. So there's a reason basil is in there. I want you to think about if you go to the doctor and they're going to give you a steroid shot before they give you an antibiotic. That steroid's going to kind of punch your body into high gear so that it can really work. So I love this oil topically before I put on any kind of pain relief, especially deep blue, especially aroma touch, and especially past tense, because it's going to really penetrate your muscles and help them to relax so that you can actually heal. So that's that antispasmodic. So this oil is number one, so good for adrenal fatigue. So you're going to apply that topically. You can actually put a little bit underneath the nose to stimulate and to help you to kind of wake up. You can do that with coconut oil, maybe right in your lotion, your face lotion. You can even try it just straight. It doesn't say it has to be diluted. You can apply this to the bottoms of the feet and to your back where your adrenal glands lie. So in that nice lower back area, maybe just put a little coconut oil in your hand, a drop or two of basil, and apply it topically. Really good oil for your ears. So any kind of an earache, I want to tell you that you cannot put essential oils of any kind or really anything in your ears. Don't put oils in your ears that can be very harmful. So you're going to put it around the ear. You can put it around here because you have reflexology points. So you can put it all around here or back here on this mastoid bone that is like it's like a tiny little bone that protrudes right underneath your jawline right here. So you can put a cotton ball if you want with some helichrysum, tea tree, and basil. You can set that right in the ear. You can put it back here behind again. Another great trick if you've got kiddos, because I have three myself, you can place a drop of basil in your hands and rub them together until they get really warm, okay? So they feel warm to the touch to you. And then you're going to place your hands over your child's ears, okay? And what that does is it really helps to relax any of that built up fluid and help it to drain. So you can set that also in a cotton ball and have your child lay down. But of course, if we're talking about an infant, you would never want to leave a cotton ball in their ear unless you're holding them. Don't set a child into a bed with a cotton ball because they could choke on it. So again, this ear trick works great. I have used this many times with my kids and it works like a charm. All right. That way we can avoid using any of those other pain medications. Let's just deal with the source, okay? That underlying cause. All right, that's enough about earaches, but I'm telling you right now, it works. All right, a loss of sense of smell, especially in today's global climate. Sense of smell is one of the symptoms that we experience with a certain virus where you lose that sense of smell, and it can take weeks or months to regain that. So what you can do is take your basil and maybe make a little jar with some coconut oil and basil in it, and then just rub that underneath the nose. You can also make an inhaler, okay, simply by putting it in your hands, breathing it in like that, or as an inhaler like this, but you're going to do it only over the nose. You can also do this with peppermint essential oil and basil together, 1 drop each, and a nice hot warm bowl of steaming hot water. Okay, so then you place a towel over your head and you're going to lean down and you're going to breathe it in. Close your eyes because peppermint will make your eyes water like crazy. So this is something you're only going to do for about 10 seconds, but you're going to lean your head over and it's going to really cleanse out your sinuses big time. You're definitely going to have to blow your nose, but this is another great way to help with that sense of smell. Fantastic trick, okay? And this is something you're going to do over time, all right? So to regain that sense of smell, however it is you lost it, it's going to take a little bit of time to get that back. This one's also good for dizziness and anything that's inner ear, okay? So with Heliquism, you're going to use, again, that same trick I just talked about with the earache. But basil's also very good for the type of headaches that have like light sensitivity and maybe dizziness, maybe you lose some vision. So really extreme, noise sensitivity type headache, all right? This is why basil is in that blend called past tense, the tension blend from doTERRA. So I would recommend making this into a roller, and you can roll it on the back of the neck, across the forehead, and then if you're using just basil, you can do it kind of closer to your eyes, like right here. But if you're going to use past tense, do it a little farther back and dilute, and you're going to feel immediate relief. And this is a incredible trick. Again, that steroid is going to give that extra punch to really help your body to kind of work through that tension. All right, also mental fatigue and focus. Another one to use where you're going to diffuse it or you're going to put it topically and inhale. Nausea and cramping, such a great trick. Not only female cramping, where we're talking about PMS and menstrual cycle symptoms, where you can place maybe a warm towel with a couple of drops of basil right over that abdomen, but even stomach cramping. You can do it with peppermint or Digestion, which is a blend from doTERRA. Rub it right over your stomach, but it is fantastic for nausea and cramping. You can drop 1 drop into a glass of water, and that will actually help it to just take it real quick, and it will help with the cramping. Also, great, again, muscle spasms and inflammation. So you can tell I love basil. I use it a lot. I actually deal with lower back issues. And so I use deep blue, copaiba, and basil together in my palm, rub it all together, and then I apply that on my back and on my neck, but especially my lower back. It is an incredible addition to using your deep blue blend. And it really, again, just melts those muscles for you. And then it's going to help with some emotional stuff too, to help you feel relieved. So we're going to actually read from the book Essential Emotions, and we're going to go through basil. Okay. Again, this is the oil of renewal. The symptoms of adrenal exhaustion help identify the main moods that are improved with basil. Primarily fatigue, low energy, being overwhelmed, and the inability to cope with life's stressors. The smell of basil oil brings strength to the heart and relaxation to your mind. This oil is also excellent for states of nervousness, anxiousness, and despair. Basil oil supports those who are under a great deal of mental strain. It brings rejuvenation of vital forces after long periods of burnout and exhaustion. Basil oil may strengthen the adrenals and restore the body to its natural rhythms of sleep, activity, and rest. Basil oil is also helpful for recovery from negative habits. It gives hope and optimism to the tired soul. Basil may assist an individual in giving up false stimulants. By increasing natural energy, it helps individuals to achieve greater balance for health. In short, basil indicated for those who are weary in mind and body and for those in need of strength and renewal. And then the negative emotions that this oil will help with when you either inhale it right from the bottle or you're going to diffuse it are anxious, overwhelmed, drained, exhausted, and negative habits. Positive properties are going to be energized, renewed, rejuvenated, rested, and strengthened. Companion oils to use with this in the diffuser or for any kind of emotional benefit are going to be wild orange, peppermint, serenity, which is the restful blend from doTERRA, grapefruit, cumin, digestin, again, digestive blend from doTERRA, red mandarin, and past tense, which is our tension blend from doTERRA. Suggested uses again are going to be aromatic, which is when we're going to inhale it from the bottle, diffuse it, or place it in your hand, rub and inhale. Topical application is going to apply 3 to 5 drops over adrenal glands, which are in your lower back, or on the bottom of the feet in the morning and before bed. Also really good with Epsom salts in a bath, just saying. And then the last is internal, where we want to take 1 to 2 drops under the tongue or in a capsule or in water. I hope that you really enjoyed this overview of how you can use basil essential oil. Please click the link below to check out our next oil in the A to Z series, bergamot. I hope you have a blessed day. Here at Oil Happy Day, we love to give you all the tricks and tips that you need to use those oils effectively. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and please share my page. The more, the merrier. We would love to have you on our team, so check out the website. Have a fantastic day.